How you doing today? Welcome to the 12 and 12 podcast, the podcast about real life, recovery, growth, development, and redemption. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, do us a favor and tap that subscribe button, share for more. Also, if you need any help with mental illness, substance abuse disorder, please don't wait. Don't hesitate to contact us today. Look at the numbers up top. Give them a call. They will be happy to help you. We have a special guest today, Kaylee.
Hey y'all, I'm Kaylee with StepWorks Recovery Centers.
That's great. So thankful for you to be able to come through and bless us with the presence.
Thanks for having me.
Hey, thank you so much. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Where you from?
Yeah, so I am from a rural area in Kentucky called Litchfield, Kentucky. So for those of you that don't know where that is, I'm about 30 minutes away from Elizabethtown and about 45 minutes from Bowling Green, Kentucky.
Oh, awesome. What is that, like the northern or eastern side, western side?
More towards west from where we are right now.
More towards west? Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's furthest away from like the mountains, because you got mountains in Kentucky too, right?
That's eastern Kentucky, baby. Yep.
Yeah, I noticed one thing about Kentucky. I realized that it has like a lot of hilly stuff, because I'm from Florida and Orlando area, and they don't really have hills like that. I came up here, I'm like, man, this is kind of different. I'm used to the flat terrain. I'm coming up here, I'm not going to roller coaster ride.
You need to tell everybody your first experience with the snow in Kentucky.
Oh yeah, see, the snow is crazy. See, this is a funny story, right? Because I know it's not really funny, but I mean, to me, it's different because me coming from Florida in 2024 in Orlando, it doesn't snow in Orlando. It doesn't get too cold in Orlando, but I came here, and the first time I seen snow fall was December 2024. And that's when I was like, okay, this is different. Wasn't too bad. The snow falling wasn't nothing crazy. I was like, okay, it's pretty cool. Only thing is, it ended up reaching like 0 degrees.
Ooh,
hands hurting, bodies hurting. I feel it through my body. I'm like, man, this is crazy. I was ready to pack up and go back to Florida immediately. I planned it. Like,
I'm trying to retire and go to Florida. See, you know what I'm saying? We're not the same.
Yeah, it's a difference. You know, like I was literally like 6 minutes to booking a plane ticket and being gone. I was like, that's a wrap. But then the first week of that snow, I was like, this is a different type of cold. It's not cold. I'm used to getting like 40, maybe 40, the low, but maybe 38, maybe.
Yeah, we can't
0
get that
degrees,
lucky.
and it's going for 60, 90 days. And I'm like, this is madness. I'm praying to God, like, why? Why is it so cold? It doesn't even make sense to make it this cold over here in the world.
Well, honey, we'll get you some hot hands and some gloves moving forward.
Yeah, I definitely need those, man, because, yeah, it's different here, definitely.
Yep.
So, you've been working a while in the recovery scene.
Yeah.
So, what brought you to actually start working inside of recovery?
Oh, man, yeah. So, I am not a person in recovery. At the time that I came into the field about 10 years ago, I didn't have anyone, close to me that had struggled with substance use disorder. But honestly, I was working for the prosecutor's office, and my county attorney had moved on from that position. I needed a job. And so I had an assistant county attorney that I worked for that was gracious enough to get me hooked up with a program in Elizabethtown. And I started there, and honestly, I had more direct client care there, and I just knew that my heart was being called to work with the substance use disorder population. And so that's how I ended up there, and I've been here for almost a decade now in this field.
Wow.
So I love it.
Wow, that's awesome. So it all started with that feeling in your heart.
Yep.
To help other people out in that type of need.
Yep. If I can't help somebody else, I just might as well go to the house. So.
Yeah, that's good.
Yep.
Do you feel more fulfillment? Because you could be doing something else right now. Do you feel more fulfillment in life, being that you're helping people out? How do you think you'll feel if you weren't doing this job?
Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what else in the world I would be doing if I wasn't doing this, but I do know that there is enough, there are enough people in the state of Kentucky that need resources and need assistance and need people to meet them where they are, to where I'll probably be here for a long time. I couldn't imagine anything else that I would do.
Oh, that's awesome. See, I think that's an important thing, because one thing, like me, I love what I do. And when you love what you do, it's really not work.
That's true.
And I always tell people that, man, I just love to give back to people, care about people, have a heart for the people. So if I wasn't doing this, nothing else would make me happy. I don't care how much money you can make doing something else. You got people who make a lot of money, and they're just miserable at life.
Yep, that's true.
Some of them off themselves, and it's just a sad thing to see. And some of them do become addicted to drugs and they have everything that other people might see, but behind the scenes, they're struggling, the turmoil on the inside because they're not really happy where they're at.
That's true. You have to have internal fulfillment for sure.
So what has been some of your experiences with working in addiction that really pushes you towards continuing to move forward in the field that you're in?
Yeah, I think whenever somebody's ready and seeing that light bulb kind of come on, or seeing them get a concept, understand something that's being taught to them, I think that's a big light bulb and a good moment for me. I will say, working on the front end of things, I have a little more limited contact with patients directly. I mostly work with a lot of our community partners who have been on this podcast. But being able to see people that I've talked to on the phone and gotten into treatment, see them graduate, whether it be our program, drug court, they get a job, they get their family back, that's a huge win. That's exactly why I do this job and why I think the rest of us do too.
I think you're right because, light at the end of the tunnel. Mm-hmm. It's the light at the end of the tunnel, people. Because to see somebody who's like down here at this level here, and then you just see them with that will and ambition, that drive, that motivation, see them continue to move up, continue to grow, continue to get better each and every day. Because I love to see people find their purpose. A lot of people in addiction, I realize, they lost hope.
No, that's true. And I think seeing someone, their confidence is boosted, their self-esteem is boosted. You genuinely see light in them. That's a huge win. Just seeing them be okay with themselves. So, yep.
That's a great thing right there.
It is.
It is a beautiful thing right there. So, this job makes you happy.
I am very happy.
Do you have any plans for the future inside of the life that you're living right now as far as the work that you do?
I'll probably be with the same company for as long as they'll have me. Let me just say that. Yeah. StepWorks is definitely a great place to work, and I'm grateful for my coworkers. I'm grateful for my boss and our founder. Our mission is rock solid, and we've been around as a freestanding treatment provider. We are the oldest physician-owned treatment facility in the state of Kentucky.
Oh, for
so
real?
I couldn't have gotten any luckier to have been brought onto that team.
What?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So I'll be there for a while.
Well, that's a good thing to see. Definitely. So StepWorks been around for a while.
Yep. 21 years.
21 years.
Yeah. We've expanded over the years. We've got 6 locations across the state of Kentucky to better help people across the state and give them more access to care with us. And we do a lot of really good things for people. Like I said, it all starts with your people. It starts with your team that you have. If you have a great team, then the rest of it just kind of falls into place.
That's great. That's great. So you feel like StepWorks is definitely doing something to help the community. What locations are you located at in the state of Kentucky? Yeah,
so I like to say we're all the way from the west side of the state to the east side of the state, where those mountains are that you were talking about. So we have locations in Paducah, Bowling Green, Elizabethtown, Nicholasville, and London, Kentucky.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so we really do cover a huge breadth of Kentucky.
Those are a lot of different places.
Yep. And each facility kind of has their own personality. Some of them are... we have a house, an old physician's house that we purchased, and it's obviously very homey. But honestly, it's not really the brick and mortar that makes it a home, it's the people that make it a home. So that is one thing that is consistent across the board.
That's awesome right there. Definitely is. Being in the recovery community as far as helping people out, and you get to learn more about what causes people to do certain things, you learn about the mental aspects. What relationships have you built with other people that is doing the same thing you are in different companies? Have it been a good thing with you meeting the people, or has it been kind of a lukewarm type thing?
No, I'll say this. Kentucky, by far, has the most welcoming people across the state. Doesn't matter where you go. Like I said, from Paducah over to Pikeville, people, your community relations people, the people that I work with, individuals that peer mentor these patients, they are just all welcoming and loving. I will say this too. As a person that is not in recovery, I have to surround myself with people that are. you know, I have to learn from them. I have to, you know, hear their lived experience to better educate me. You know, you can read anything out of a book for sure, but it's surrounding yourself with the people that really have gone through it that will teach you the most. And so, and in terms of just community partners, honestly, everybody's just out here to help. You know, I say this all the time, people that are watching, this is not a competition. Treatment is not a competition. It is about meeting people where they are and getting individuals that need help to the right place. Because StepWorks is not the right place for everybody. You know, some of these other places are not the right place. And so we have to lean on each other and work with each other to get people really where they need to go.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I think it's important. It's important to have good people that you deal with, good partnerships. Everybody's not in it for the right reason, but a lot of people are in it for the right reason. I think that's why Kentucky has such a great name for helping people out, because they don't really have this type of help with the mental and the addiction side in Florida. From what I noticed, man, they're about to just see them locked up in jail somewhere, honestly, than to actually get the help that they need. But seeing that Kentucky does have more of a forefront of love and community and care for each other, I see a lot of people getting help. I see great turnaround rates. I really do. And I learn more every day. Every day I try to learn something new, but I learn more every day about the clients that's in like First Step Recovery or other places. When I speak to people on the streets, I learn more about them. You know, you learn more about family members who go through it, or like you know, people who never been through the addiction part, but see what's happening and see the change that they could possibly make within the communities. And I think that's an important thing, definitely coming together.
Well, and I think what you said too about interacting with people in your street outreach, you know, people just want someone to listen to them, and the opposite of addiction is connection. So I think that's a very powerful thing. And the more connections that you have, you know, the better off that you're going to be in starting your journey into recovery or sustaining it.
It's a great thing that we can all come together. And what is one thing that you notice that everyone who's going through recovery, who's making that decision to better themselves, what is one thing you could say that they have in common as far as growing?
I always like to say that people in recovery are better than normal people like me. They are honest, they love each other, they work really hard at whatever it is that they're going to do. They make sure that they're going to be successful at it. I would say that's probably something that they have in common, is just their genuine, unconditional love for other people, but also the motivation that they have to triumph in whatever it is that their personal goals are. So I think that's something that I've seen where everybody kind of ties in together that's in recovery.
Yeah, I noticed that too, because one thing about it, man, I see people in recovery, there's some people there who can make something out of nothing.
That's true.
Like if you want to go, like if you see somebody who don't have anything and try to come up with something out of nothing, you'll see a person in recovery do that, man, because you could just sit back and imagine the way the mind works just to make something happen. So it's not that they don't have the ability to actually do better. They have the ability. They just gotta want it.
Yep, our people, you know, people in recovery, they are creative, they are smart, they are loving, they are good parents, they are good friends, they are good daughters, sons, mothers, they are all of those things. You know, they just have to kind of get over that hump, man. And they'll show you exactly what they can be, which is what was in them all along.
Exactly. Thank you so much for coming on.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
So, is there anything else that you would like to tell to the people?
Yes. So, StepWorks is having our third Behavioral Health Summit over in London, Kentucky at the London Community Center on May the 7th. That is a Thursday. And we would love to see you all there. Go to the StepWorks Facebook page to click on the link to register.
Make sure you check it out. Definitely. Appreciate you coming on and sharing that great information and sharing some insight about your life and about what you do, which is a great thing you're doing. Continue doing what you're doing. It's a great thing you're doing.
Well, thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming. And thank you all for tuning in. And if you haven't subscribed yet and you made it this far in the video, tap that subscribe button. Share for more, because sharing is caring. And have a blessed day.